Are you still sore from that leg day?
Dude, I could barely sit down to go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, I'll go over it again.
You think he's that special? That's what I'm saying. Once in a generation.
In the house.
Fans, make sure to come out for our next fan giveaway, where all in attendance will receive a next mascot mini fly. Bring your friends and family and receive a next mascot mini fly. Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for calendar day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, Brooklyn Knight, and the Brooklynettes.
A reminder that you can still join us for any upcoming national game. Order your tickets online or at the ticket booth.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word NETS along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of the relations team will respond immediately.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LaMelo Ball.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Here are the five for the Raptors. We've got Walter. Scotty Barnes is out there with the captain. Then it's Ball, and it's Walsh in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Baldwin, and it's Chavez in at the shooting guard. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Teardrop shot. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Ball to the left side wing. Here's the captain, and that one's on target from the wing. The captain's got the opening field goal of the game for the Raptors. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly, and that one is off. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, Brooklyn's head coach and I got a chance to talk. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Barnes can't get it to go.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
George with the ball. Last game he had 28 points.
Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Ball no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Chavez passes to Ortiz. Here's Chavez. 8 points his last outing. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Here's the captain, and the layup falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here is George. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Pass to Chavez. Misses the 3. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Walter can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Off with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Barnes passes to the captain. Back to Barnes from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Yes, that goes in. And it's 6 points for the captain.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
From 13, not enough on that one as it misses. In Toronto, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Over in the corner, Barnes. Good on the 3-point shot.
This guy's such an intelligent scorer. Scotty Barnes really ready to rise and fire.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Ortiz. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
The captain passes to Barnes. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
This isn't the focus of Scotty Barnes' game, but you wonder how proficient he becomes from deep.
Pass to Baldwin. Takes a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Ortiz gets the bucket.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Here's the captain. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Aldrin looking for the opening. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's the captain, defended by George. Over in the corner, Barnes. And again, Toronto with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now George hasn't made one yet. To the middle. Ortiz gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And I think for the Raptors, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Nets trailed by 11. Here's Traoré. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting an impressive 60% early. Here's the captain.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Pass to Ortiz. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
To the paint. Here's Ward. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Demon. Here's the three, and he's good on the three ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Raptors leading by 8. Here's the captain. He's got 13, and that one is stuffed right through.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Demon. Out to the wing. Outside, George. Pass to Demon. Back to George. The tray. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Demon. No good from outside. And here are the Raptors now. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
And so it's Toronto holding on to an 11-point. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of
picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
So both teams changing it up here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. So for Toronto right now, Anthony is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Ward. Then there's Jackson, and it's the captain in at the four-man position. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, the captain in their last game against the Celtics put on a show. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
McCaw, the pass to Chavez. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, George. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Ball. Outside Jackson. Here's the captain. He's got 13, and it goes down 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's McCaw, still without a basket. Rebounded by Ward.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Pass to Demon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Demon's got 4 this quarter. Raptors leading by 11. Here's the captain. He's got 15. Power down with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Make some noise. The team ready.
Chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at the captain. He's out in front in the East, a superstar talent, certainly worthy of accolades.
And getting the kind of attention you'd expect for a player having the kind of season he's having.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Here's Ortiz. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Chavez passes to George. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's the captain. He's got 19, Walsh. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3.
Walsh has got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto. Inside, here's Ortiz. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Barnes kicks to Ball. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Ball's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
LaMelo Ball, shot ready, always.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
Oh, go up and get it, Mr. Barnes in the house. Wow.
Nets trail by 16. Pass to Chavez. Oh, that's blocked.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
To end the run, Toronto grabs the miss.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Steps back. Here's the captain. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Ortiz. The shot, no good. Nice D from the captain. Raptors leading by 20. Down low, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Now heading onto the floor, your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
Anthony's checked in for the Raptors. In a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at the Raptors. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And checking out Brooklyn. They have a lot of ground to make up. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Sinks the triple. 6 points from Keontae George.
Yeah, Keontae George, that's part of his arsenal, folks. This guy's such a well-rounded offensive player.
Driving to the basket.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. 1:06 left in the second quarter. Here's Chavez. Still yet to score. George in the post. Barnes on him, and George gets it to go.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Here's the captain. 23 points in the game. Over in the corner, Barnes. Clock at 6. Trains the three-pointer. Barnes has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Here's Baldwin. Walter pulls it in. Walter's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Walsh, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so it's Toronto, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
As a resident dunk contest expert, I can tell you, these are the names you want in the dunk contest, guys. Don't come at me with who isn't making the cut, because this group is all you need.
Geez, I guess we can call it right now. The Jet has spoken. And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Brooklyn Nets.
This is so painful to watch. In fact, I stopped watching. Bad effort on the boards. This hurts so much.
Yeah, I think we've officially lost Shaq's attention. Code red. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
We've got George, and it's Baldwin in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's the captain. Out to the right wing. Here's Walter. That 3 off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
They set the screen. Right wing. That shot is off. Good D by Barnes. There's Ball with the 3. Ortiz grabs the miss.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Pass to George. Here's Baldwin. Back to George. The 3 ball drops in the tray. George has got 11 points.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's the captain, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Nets trail by 21. Pass to Ortiz. Here's Chavez. No scoring in this one. No good that time.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Shoots. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. George, no good.
No one in his way. You have got to make the defense pay. That's a quality mid-range look right there.
The captain passes the ball. Here's Walsh. Pass to the captain. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Ball, no good.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Here's Baldwin. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Barnes, and he banks in the layup. Barnes has got 20.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
George looking over the floor. They set the pick. They could use a bucket. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Number 1, the Raptors.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to the captain. Here's Walter. Fires from deep. No good. Shot missing. Ball against George. for three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The captain's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The kick out to Ball.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, you gotta roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Barnes passes to the captain. Back to Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Guys, you can tell Scotty Barnes is locked in on the offensive end, and now he's found a rhythm, and there is no backing down.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Demon, he's checked in for Jordan. The Raptors also with a sub. Anthony's checked in.
On the court.
Nets shooting reasonably well, 45%. Pass to Chavez. Here's Demon. To halt the run. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's the captain. Drains it from beyond the arc. The captain's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Baldwin, the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And he lays it straight in.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by Toronto.
Pass to Walsh. 3-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Demon. 9 points in the game so far. To the inside, Ortiz. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
At the line.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
That one is no good. The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Throws it up high. Pass to Anthony. Here's the captain. Shot clock at 6. Inside, out to Anthony. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Baldwin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Demon. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
1:58 left in the third. Here's the captain. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. The captain's got 35 in the game.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Pass to Baldwin. From past the arc. He's off on that one.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Here's the captain. Count that one. Number 35. The captain's got 14 points here in the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Ortiz passes to Chavez. Here's Ortiz, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ortiz has got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
From the top of the key, and again it's Toronto converting.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pass to Chavez. They set the pick over Anthony. Chavez, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Jackson in the corner. Puts up a three. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. As we will make substitutions. Ortiz passes to Powell. Here's Demon, guarded by Jackson. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now, setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Ward, the captain, out there with Jackson. Then it's Anthony, and it's NuJerzeyFame in at the one.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And here's George. To the middle, here's Ortiz.
Oh!
You've got to be kidding.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Jackson in the corner. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Traore. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Anthony. The Raptors shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Traore gets the bucket.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
To the right side. After the captain. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
On the wing, Jackson. Here's the captain. Pass to NuJerzey. Over George. Up again. Ortiz grabs the miss. Ortiz has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Demon. Sinks the 3-pointer. Demon's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
14 seconds. Shooting for Toronto. Ward.
The first free throw is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. So Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
Here's the captain. Here's NuJerzey. And again, no good by Toronto. Left side, George. Here's the screen. Chavez passes to George. Drills the 3-pointer.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Pass to Barnett. Outside Anthony. Here's the captain. Here's NuJerzey. And another assist.
And that last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. How about the night he's having?
He's been on time and pinpoint with his passing all game long. Fantastic performance to tie the franchise record. And they're on the break. Here's Barnett. Ortiz grabs the miss. Ortiz has got his 6th rebound on the night. Chavez passes to Baldwin. Here's Ortiz. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's the captain. Pass to Barnett. Outside Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's the captain. Here's NuJerzey. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
To the paint. Here's Baldwin. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from the captain. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And again, no good by Toronto. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Baldwin. Down low. A nice shot by George. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Keontae George proved to be comfortable from the outset in the league. This guy is relentless offensively.
The captain passes to Ward. And again, another assist.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision both to find his teammates and to reach new heights. Pass to Chavez. Fires the 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the captain.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Over to the left wing. NuJerzeyFame passes to the captain. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Focus on the shot, in the back.
When I'm nervous, I sneeze.
Do not sneeze.
Okay, I'll hold it.
That's enough. Just go take a break, but don't walk and...
Were you trying to get busy?
Just a reminder, folks, make certain to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, the Raptor.
The National Basketball Association and the Toronto Raptors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, or entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules, including usher, security, or arena staff member. Before you take off today, fans, check out limited ticket options that are remaining for our upcoming homestand. They won't last long. And fans, be sure to join
God keep our land glorious and free. we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. A moment here to see the numbers for him.
And over the last 10 games, he's been hitting the boards hard. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding, out there battling and fighting. It's great to see that kind of hustle.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. We've got Keontae George, and it's Baldwin in at the 4. And for Toronto, they've got Scotty Barnes. Ball is out there with Walter, and it's the captain in at the 5 spot. Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
Now here's George. There's a screen. Spins. Rebound, Toronto. Here's the captain. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Now, Barnes really gets off the ground. He is just an effortless athlete.
Pass to Baldwin. Ball against George. Here's Ortiz. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't hit the second. Here's the captain. Coming off 41 points last game out. And Ball gets it to go.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
George passes to Ortiz. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And the basket is good.
You can tell Barnes is eager to score. I mean, he wants to make an offensive impact.
Pass to Ortiz. From 11 feet away, it's rebounded by Walsh. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's the captain. And again, Toronto with a triple. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys. And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Raptors. Number 35. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Baldwin, the pass to Chavez. Here's Ortiz. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
The captain. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. The captain's got 7 points.
Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
Back to George. Pass to Baldwin. Here's the 3. The captain with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's Barnes on the wing. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nets trail by 8. George with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's Ortiz. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And he drives in. And that one drops for him. The captain's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Baldwin. George outside. Fires the 3. Ortiz. Great positioning on the putback. Raptors lead by 6. Here's the captain. 9 points in the game. Here's Walter. Shot is up. Baldwin with a rebound.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Oh, he tries a 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
Here's George. Toronto making their last shot. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Ortiz. It's stolen. Whoa!
Oh,
my goodness! And he dunks it down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's the captain. There's Ball with a 3. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Ball's got 6.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
Pass to Chavez. Here's Baldwin. No good on the triple. Toronto leading by 9. Here's the captain to the left wing. Here's Walsh. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Now George, big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. To the middle. Here's Ortiz, the captain with a rebound. Toronto has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Shoots. Brooklyn pulls it in. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
Hey, he's been efficient and effective. He's already hit 6 buckets out of 8 looks.
Toronto leading by 10. It's Barnes on the wing. And the Raptors, another 3.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the 3. George has got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Thank you to our Northside crew.
Toronto leading by 10. Here's the captain. He's got 9. Out to Anthony. For 3. Nails it from 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
George outside. Pass to Dimon. Now George. Here's Traore. The fadeaway. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And the Nets with possession here. Toronto making their last shot. Here's Traore, defended by Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Raptors lead by 13. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the captain in their last game against the Nets put on a show. He ended up with 41 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. What a game for him, and against their rivals no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Dimon, defended by Jackson. Pass to Traore. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. George's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The captain, pass to Anthony. Jackson outside. Here's the captain. And the Raptors, another 3.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Anthony. And here they come. The captain, that's good. The captain's got 21.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Powell. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And so it's Toronto, out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. Both teams changing it up here. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. So on the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Demon. He's out there with George. And it's McCaw in at the 5, down low.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Pass to Demon. Here's McCaw, 6 to shoot. And the Nets miss again.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Dimon. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Ward, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Pass to Chavez. Drills it from deep. Chavez has got his first 3 points of the game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
There's Jackson with the 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
For 3, George. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's the captain. 25 points in the game. And the Raptors, another 3.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Pass to McCaw. Here's Dimon. He's guarded by Anthony. Down low. And he jams it home with authority.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Here's the captain. Ward passes to the captain. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. There's Ball with a 3. It's hauled in by McCaw. Brooklyn has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Here's Chavez. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. McCaw, no good.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Inside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
It's time for your don't start to everyone. Come on and make some noise.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer. And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Pass to Baldwin. Here's Chavez. He's guarded by Anthony. And here's George. Here's Chavez. Puts up a 3. Here's Ortiz. And he banks in the layup. Ortiz has got 16 points now.
Just owning the offensive glass right now. Just refusing to let up.
And he's repeating his performance from their last game. You just can't stop this guy.
Pass to Walsh. Lets the 3 fly. Ortiz grabs the board. A difficult situation for Brooklyn. Here's Chavez. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
It goes on Cole Anthony. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one's off. The Raptors making a switch here. And the second free throw is good. And so here is Toronto. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you, BA.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Counted from distance. NuJerzey has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the second quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be Toronto's ball. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
Well, you look at George. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
And that one misses. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Ortiz. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. Second chance shot. Ortiz with the bucket. Ortiz has got 20 points.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Pass to Walter from outside the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
But during that specific game, you'd love to say, hey, stop shooting threes, but obviously that's a big part of their identity.
And so it's Toronto, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend, let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they don't stop, they pile it on. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Raptors.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Ball will bring it up here for the Toronto Raptors. LaMelo Ball is out there with Walter. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Walsh in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Ball passes to Barnes. Here's the captain. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Well, Brooklyn's shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Pass to Chavez. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Baldwin, the pass to Ortiz. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ortiz has got 22 points.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Here's the captain.
Oh, wow. Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Back to George. Pass to Baldwin. To the right side. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Barnes, it's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Barnes has gone 6 of 7, making it look easy here. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Knocks down the long J.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
To the inside. Ortiz with the bucket. Ortiz has gotten 4 this quarter.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Here's the captain, George defending. Barnes, no good.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Out left to the wing.
Raptors foul. Walsh. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ortiz. 24 points for him.
Well, that's just Barnes right there. I give him all the credit for that activity defensively.
Pass to Walsh. Here's the captain, George defending. Here's the captain. 37 points for him. The 3 from Barnes. They get the rebound. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Baldwin. There's the triple. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Brooklyn has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. George with it. Give him 8. There's the drive. Here's Ortiz. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ortiz has got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
There's the 3. The captain. That's good.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
To the paint. Intercepted. Fast break. Here we go. He goes up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
George sets a screen. No good with the triple. The Raptors have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Pass to Walter. Puts one up from 19, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Jumps up, and Ball throws it down.
Yeah, that's Barnes right there with the defense triggering that break off the live ball turnover.
Pass to Chavez. A shot to stop the run. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Toronto has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. The captain capitalizes off the crossover. The captain's got 44.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And he lays it up and in. The captain's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Here's Chavez. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Pass to Walter. Fires for 3. Baldwin with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Ortiz. Now here's George. The shot from the low post is good. George has got 10 points.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Here's the captain. Rebound Brooklyn. And he's going for the lob. Ortiz, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off and it forced the miss.
And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. George for 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth.
Oh, man!
Look out below.
Oh, no. What a sick crossover right there.
The Nets have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
1:56 left in the third. Here's the captain. Oh, a heat check there, but it's off target. The Nets have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. George's shot is good. George has got 7 points here in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And again.
And here we go again. Another spectacular night for him.
Oh, you love the challenge he's taken on. Trying to reach the 5th most 50-point games in a season. Just incredible. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
And Brooklyn with possession here. George feels it out a bit. Fires the 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the wing, right side. There's Ball with a 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Baldwin's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Nets shooting about 53% in the third, a very good number. Pass to Chavez. 4-3. Rebound Toronto. The captain's got rebound number 8 now.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Here's Walter. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Toronto, destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. And the way they've been playing, I just don't think they could possibly lose control of this one. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And so in the game for the Nets, Dimon out there with George. Then there's Traore, then there's Powell, and it's Ortiz in at the center, locking down the middle. Down low, here's Traore. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Into the lane.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Here's NuJerzeyFame. No good from outside. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
Powell sets a screen. Clock at 6. And Powell with the stuff.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Jackson, the screen. The captain, the pass to Jackson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to Ortiz. Inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. And here's Jackson. Anthony, the pass to the captain. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Back to Jackson. Launches it. Ortiz grabs the board. Ortiz has got 8 rebounds in the game. Lets it fly. Powell's shot is off.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Here's the captain. Count that one. The captain's got 59 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
It's Powell on the wing. Here's Dimon. Basket's good.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Here's the captain. To the inside. Here's Ward. Banked it in off the glass.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Pass to Ortiz. Here's Traore. One question facing the league here, Tim. How do you make the All-Star game more competitive?
Well, BA, the tournament structure seemed to help a bit, but until just a competitive mentality around the game changes, I think the only thing you can do is maybe up the ante as far as prize money. I do think that did seem to matter for the NBA Cup.
Having done a few of those games, care factor's low. They could improve on that.
I completely agree. It seemed to matter a lot more back when I played. That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's the captain. And that one, good.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Ortiz. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Ortiz has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
The captain, that's good.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Throws it up high, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Pass to NuJerzeyFame. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Chavez. Chavez has got 4 rebounds now. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Ward's shot is good.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
Pass to Chavez. Here's Baldwin. Here's Ortiz. George outside. From the arc. Rebound Toronto. There's 1:34 left in the fourth. Here's the captain. The 3. Fires in the triple.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Raptors.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the captain.
Throwing up the trip dub, his talent and versatility shining through, but also just the sheer endurance. He went non-stop from the opening tip.
To stop the drought. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes a first.
At the line for the Nets, Ortiz.
Hits both from the stripe. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's Chavez. He's guarded by Anthony. For 3, George. And Ward pulls it down. And so here is Toronto. Here's the captain. No problem for Toronto as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
Earlier today, your coach said that champions play like champions before becoming champions. No rings for tonight's win, obviously, but was your effort tonight, particularly on the glass, inspired by his words?
I was inspired by what we needed to do to win, Dominic Hamill. Coach is great at keeping the big picture in view, but sometimes you gotta go out there, stop thinking, and let that beast out. Tonight, that meant double-digit rebounds, but what's important is I played by instinct, letting the animal out, though.
Certainly did, MP. Good game.
Thank you.
Over to you, BA.
All right, Dominic, appreciate you. And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you later.